Welcome back. I want to do a 24-hour reading vlog. How this is gonna work is basically I'm gonna have a timer on my phone for 24 hours, but it's not gonna be a straight 24 hours because I do need to go to sleep. It's gonna be like start now, and then until I need to go to bed, I'll pause it, and then when I wake up tomorrow, I'll play again when I start recording, and then after that, I'll keep going until the time runs out. That's how it's gonna work. I'm not gonna start a timer yet, but I'm gonna pick out what I want to read before I start the timer. And I was thinking I want to start with a manga. Thinking of volume 6 of this manga. I've been wanting to read it since yesterday, but I was holding myself back from today so I could record this. And then after that, I might continue reading more manga, and I might read this volume 11 called Yana of the Dawn. That's the first two mangas I'm gonna read, and then I will go off of my TBR. This is my April TBR. So yeah, that's my April TBR for this month. The only problem for me is I could get through mangas in days. I could get through them in days. Like it's easy. It's very easy. But these I do not know because sometimes when I'm in I want to read but also a slump, it takes me a month. But if I'm in a reading mood, it takes me a week. So I'm hoping I can get through these two. A Good Girl Guide to Murder. This one, I'm hearing a lot of good things on it, like on TikTok and also other book YouTubers. It says it's a really good one, so I want to try it. And then I also want to read Restore Me, the fourth book of the Sour Me series, and I'm really liking the series, so I really want to put this in my TBR this month. So, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go off now to go read. See you in a little bit soon. Okay, I just finished volume 6. It was a emotional ride, I'll say. I'm frustrated. I have to say, the last two chapters I read, chapter 22 and 23. I'm frustrated, but I enjoyed it. I do not like the character hero right now. He's causing so much drama when you could just say on your mind, tell both these girls, one of these girls you like them and another one you do not like them, and you cross a boundary. Like, I don't understand. Communication. I will say it was really good. It was really good. I like it. I forgot to give you guys an update. I finished this like 2 hours ago. I started this 2 hours ago, and I will say it's very interesting. I want to keep on reading and see what happens, but it's like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it, and also, I don't know. I'm still gonna give it to the 100-page mark before I make a decision if I want to continue reading this or not. I'm on page 20, so not a lot of things have happened. Kind of getting a little bit bored. Kind of want to stop now, but I'm gonna push through because this is a 24-hour reading vlog. Some characters I don't even know how to pronounce their names, so like the main character whose name is Pipa, Pipa, Pip. But again, yeah, I finished this and then hop onto that one. Continuing with this. Hi, it's the next morning. I got to chapter 7 before I head to bed, and page 62. And look how much far I got from yesterday. 61 pages in that I read. 61. Welcome again, reading tracker. I read yesterday 439 pages. That's including 2 mangas and 61 pages of a novel. I'm just gonna color it in right quick. 439. I did start this 24 hours challenge a day earlier. So today is the first day of April, and yesterday was the last day of March. I did start it a day early, just to give me a head start, because I'm really bad at completing TBRs, so I needed the head start. I'm gonna go and read now, see you in a little bit. I just got to 100 mark, and I'm on chapter 12. And I would say I'm gonna continue the story, because this story is very interesting. I would say Pip, I have heard other people call her annoying. Yes, she is. I do find her a little bit annoying, but I still like her as a person. The last chapter was about basically her and her friends are camping for Cassie's birthday, for her birthday, and when they went to sleep, because they actually, first of all, saw someone in the woods and they went out to chase them. Well, one of the guys went out to chase them, and then Pep went to go after him to stop him, and then everyone's ended up in the woods. And then when they came back, when they were started going to bed and like, okay, it's time for bed, we should all go to bed, she was going sliding into her sleeping bag. She found a note in there and it said, "Stop digging, Peppa." She started accusing one of the boys of putting a prank on her, but it's getting crazy up here, so I'm really liking the story. And my cat, yeah. I'll continue reading. I don't know how many hours I have, but I have quite a few hours still. So, say hi. You didn't want to say hi. Okay, I'm gonna go. Update time. I am on chapter 14th. I'm on 14 hours now. Almost there to 24, but 10 more hours. And I'm liking the story, it's pretty good. I do find Pep quite annoying. Update you guys in a little bit. Update. It is 8 p.m. I am on chapter 18th. Chapter 8, page 161. I'm almost in the middle, if you can see. I'm almost there, so I'm almost at 50%. I like it. I quite enjoy it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I quite enjoy it. I don't know if I'm gonna read the second book. I heard the third book is pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna read the second one anytime soon, though. It may take a while for the second one. But I am enjoying myself. It gets interesting every 2 chapters, so I'm very, very intrigued who killed Addie. But I just want to give you a little update. I believe I'm in, let's see, I think 17 or 18 hours in. A couple more hours and I'll hit the mark. But I am gonna pause the timer at 10, because I want to do some overnight editing, get some editing done. I think when we hit 10, I think we'll only have 4 hours, I believe, 4 or 5 hours left for tomorrow. So that's pretty good. End of the update. I'm gonna continue and read until 10. Okay, it is 12:30. I have 4 hours left, and I'm on chapter 21. I'm tired. I am tired of reading. I just want to lay down and melt. I'm tired. I want this to be over. I want this to be so over. I'll continue, and hopefully all of this will be over. Okay, I wanted to say something. So we know this book is a series. It has 2 other books. So I'm guessing we're going to find out who killed Addie by the end of this book, but we're not gonna find out who is messaging Pip about stop digging into this mess. So that's my theory of how this book's gonna end. This book's gonna end. I still have a lot to go. Okay. I'm gonna be mad if we don't find out the killer, cause I'm not. Cause a girl's broke. She can't buy the second book. So I'm gonna be mad if we don't find out who is the killer. I'm going to be pissed. I'm enjoying my time. I believe I have 3.5 hours or 3 hours left between those two. But yeah, I'm gonna continue now. Bye. Hour and a half, and I already feel dead inside. I finally finished. It has been 24 hours now. 24 hours of reading. Oh my god. It's finally over. I am extremely tired. Yeah, I didn't notice it hit 24 hours until like 11 minutes later. So that's on me. Now going into the books I have read. Let's start with volume 6. It was pretty good. I liked it. It's just like Kyo, he was annoying. Not annoying, but like didn't tell the truth. He lied to her, and I just wonder, like, that has been on my mind since I ended it. Like, why he lied. Like, I want to know why. And that's why I want to read volume 7. But it's just like, I just don't know why you lied. You know? Hope in volume 7 or volume 8 he redeems himself or get a reason why. Because right now, I do not like the character. I do not like the character right now. Now the rating. I rate this book. How fun was this book for me? I would say I'll give it a 1 star. And how immersed I was in this book, I would say 2. So I would give this for 3 stars in total. The next manga I read was Yana of the Dawn, volume 11. So to sum up, the story about the series is basically a girl named Yona, and her father gets killed by one of her friends named Swan, and Hawk, who's also another friend of Yona, saves her. They escape the kingdom and hide in the woods. So that's the base of the story. But where I'm at in volume 11 is training to wield a sword. She's average on bow and arrow, but she's trying to wield a sword because she wants to kill Swan. Her father never agreed about violence and fighting, so she is going his wishes of fighting, even his passing. He was against it at first, but then he caved in because of how much trouble they were getting into and how hard it was to protect her on her own. And then later on, they found the other dragons, the white dragon, the blue dragon, the green dragon, and now the yellow dragon, right? On their way to take back the kingdom. Well, trying to take back the kingdom. In the beginning, it was giving us a little bit of backstory up between Yana, Swan, and Hawk's friendship, because they were all friends as childhood friends. There's a little bit of backstory when Yana, her first time going outside of the palace. Really see how it affects Hawk and Yana. Hawk sees, like, manga, that he has a glimpse of Yana telling Hawk that she wants to kill Swan, and that Swan somehow appears behind her and strikes her with a sword, and he just wakes up because it was a nightmare, because it was not real. Him struggling because that Swan was his best friend too. They were childhood best friends. New water. After they figure out, after they're camping in the woods for a couple days, so say, they figure out where they should move next. And while on that journey of moving where to go next, they upon on a woman who collapsed in, I think it was a field, if I remember. And Hawk went over to go help her, and she just went love crazy and like say, the most handsome man you ever seen, and like just drooling all over him. And then she brought him and then the rest of the people back to her village because she said there's a festival going on and you should stay. And so they went with Yoon. You could try this ingredient out when the food comes out if you dance. If you think your dance is good. And so she doesn't know how to dance, like at all. He goes to Yana and asks her if she knows to dance, and she says she only knows a little bit. She does some practice and she has danced before in the past at the palace. And so Yana agrees to dance for Yoon. She does a beautiful dance that made Hawk's heart move, that made the people move. And it's just like, it was how the people reacted and how it made them moved. It made me moved, even though I couldn't see. You gotta image the dance in your head. That's basically the volume 11 was about. Okay, let's start with the rating. For fun, I will give this 1 star. For getting stuck in the story aspect, I would give it also 1 star because I would say it had like 6 chapters in it, and I would say after 2 chapters I was hitting withdrawals. Like, I wanted to take a break. I want to go back to bed. I give it 1 star, so in total 2 stars. And then for storyline wise, I would give it another star, so 3 stars in total. Only because I felt like we didn't got closer in the story wise. Like, we didn't really got anywhere in stories. They just figured out where to go next, and a lot of chattering, I would say. A lot of information leak, I felt like we didn't make any progress in the story that's leading up to the main plot. Next, we have A Good Girl Guide to Murder. Did not finish this. I did not finish it yet. I have this much left and I read this much. So I'm almost done with it. Like, I'm almost done. I'm on chapter 27 and I have read 244 pages. So that's pretty good. I'm almost done. Like, maybe give me 1 more day and I'll be finished, but I'm gonna take a little break. I know I'm not gonna read anymore today or tomorrow. I need a break. What's just happening where I'm at right now is basically we have this character named Pip who is doing this capstone project for her school project, and she wants to figure out who actually killed Annie Bella, because she thinks that Sal, is that how you say it? Sal, she thinks Sal didn't kill her. And I would say for a high schooler doing a research project or just like a project in general, I feel like if you're doing a mystery, if you're doing a unsolved, if you're doing a murder project, like figuring out like, if you're doing a project, and you chose this, who truly killed? Was it Sal or was it someone else? The murderer's house and his brother questions. That felt weird. I was like, because it came off as oh, this is just a project. No, you're investigating. You're doing something cops and like the police department should do, not a I don't know how old she is. I'm guessing 17 years old. Like a 17-year-old girl in her senior year. I don't know. When I was first reading it, like I think it was like 5 chapters in, I didn't understand why people found her annoying until I got further in. And I was like, yeah, she is quite annoying. And I don't know, the things she would just say, she's like cringe. I won't say anymore because I don't want to spoil the story. It's just like the things people say that she's annoying, correct. And I think she does push a little bit too much. There's one scene in the book where she's at a cafe with her brother and the dog, and she's grabbing, I think, sandwiches for her family and to head back home. But while she's exiting the cafe, she sees, I think her name is Becca. I think her name is Becky. I don't know. I think her name is Becky. I could be wrong. But she sees the victim's sister, Abby's Bell's little sister, to be precise. And she just stares at her for a little bit, and then she tells her brother to go outside and give him the sandwiches and give him the dog leash to wait outside so she could go talk to her. And she goes talk to her, and she brings up her sister and asks if she gets some questions. And as she's asking these questions, you could tell that Becky, I don't know how to say her name. I'm gonna say Becky. You can tell Peggy's uncomfortable with these questions, and then she gets a little bit emotional about these questions because even though it's been 5 years, she's still the pain of losing her sister because she looked up to her. I just felt that insensitive. And then, like, a couple of chapters later, no, I think it was a chapter later, she goes to one of Becky's friends and asks questions. And then a couple chapters later, she's into their house. And I'm just like, girl, you're crossing the line. This is not a project anymore. This is an actual investigation now. But yeah, I'm liking the story though. I think the only one thing I'd have a problem with this book is the writing style, only because I am very dyslexic. And sometimes I had to reread paragraphs or reread sentences because my brain can't comprehend. She cannot comprehend for anything, and so I had to reread like pages or even paragraph sentences because I didn't understand what was happening. Because there's in the beginning, I will say, the first 5 chapters where they're introducing the family to the reader, and I thought John was the dog, not the son. I thought it was the dog, to be precise. To be honest, I thought it was the dog, but ended up Barney's the dog, and John is the little brother. So, some instance like that didn't not the first time it happened. There was hard times that I had a picture in my head where the scenes were looking because, again, I'm dyslexic, and it was not easy. It was not easy read for me. But I wouldn't say that would stop me reading from this author. Because it was a bit of a challenge, but it didn't like ruin the story for me. Like, I would say some books I have given up on because I can't picture it in my mind because I can't understand what is written. Those are my ratings of my 24-hour books. Thank you for joining me on this vlog. I am tired. Subscribe if you want to stay connected. Any of the mangas or books I have read today, tell me your thoughts upon them. Comment below. Bye!